Yes, there goes another $1 million idea right out the door. So,
well, I'm drinking something called Ellie's Brown. It's an American brown ale. It's quite nice.
I can't drink the brown ales either. They give me a headache.
I can't do the Imperials.
Uh-huh.
That's from Grenna's roofie medicine in there.
Grenna's roofie medicine.
Oh, roofie medicine.
Roofie.
So, obviously, the one she's been taking herself.
Well, she does keep putting that mushroom thing up as her background, so maybe she's been telling us all along.
You're gonna wake up and it's gonna be like hot but different.
I don't know, that one that moves in the background is kind of disturbing.
That one?
There's gonna be some wildlife and waistcoats and shit.
Ooh, there's a good name. Wildlife and waistcoats.
Ooh.
This is what I have to have. I'm burning it out.
Let's see, Witcher on it?
Mixture, I think is how it's. Mixture. Bourbon. I've had their whiskey, but got this yesterday and it's really nice.
I was saying half the bottle's gone already.
We got it yesterday.
As I've learned from Ed, they only fill them to the corner.
Oh, okay.
Yes, hey, there's still a corner left, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's always a corner.
And by the way, you don't want to get into a slinging it contest when there's still a corner, man. Go ahead and take a hit. No, I remember those days.
Yeah, it's too many people ending up in other houses on other couches and getting that knock saying, your friend's over here in our house on the couch. That was my neighbor.
Okay, so we're live. Welcome back, everybody, to the Mystic Syndicate. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Brian. And this evening, once again, we are joined by our friends from Drunkards and Dragons. And as always, we like to start off with introductions. So you know who we start off with every time?
Me!
I know.
And look, no food this time.
Lies.
I am Melinda. I play Grenna Babbleboots, a gnomish appearing ring dwarf.
More
Hi,
lies.
I'm Mike. I play Kiffi Blackhammer, Dwarven Cleric of Fortubo.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ed, and I play Lord Ambassador, Sky Marshal, Tomas Waverly, Guardian of Greyhawk, and purveyor of knowledge throughout the realms.
Hello, I'm
And
Pav.
I'm in a
play
band.
in a band. In a band. All right, I'm Pav. I play Kelex Zelenen and a human paladin of Heironious. Just a simple man.
Simple man who keeps coming back from the dead.
It's simples.
Yeah. I'm Russ. I play Járngrímur töframaður Halldórsson, a fire mage who reads banned books.
And I'm a gnome. Timble Snivenblaven. Artist. And sometimes I'm just me. And then I got to deal with these yahoos.
Okay.
Wah.
All right. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you guys very much for once again joining us this evening for another, actually, episode 78 and 79. So, yeah, we're going back to our regular format where we take a little 5-minute break at the halfway point so that people can get libations or go to the bathroom or whatever we have to do. Or as Russ said, having to corral youngins.
No, I said beat children. There's a difference.
Beat children. Okay, I was trying to be a little bit more I don't know.
Politically correct.
Politically correct. I
Have you
know
met my
that was my fault. Okay, yeah. Beat children. That's
you
what
met
we're
my
all about
children?
here at the Mystic Syndicate. Drunkards and Dragons is all about God. Okay. Well, yeah.
First you beat them, then you eat them.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Okay. So great. Yeah. So the last time that we were all together, which was last week, which it's pretty good that we actually were able to play 2 weeks in a row. You all,
Especially this time of year.
I know, right? Oh, especially this time of year. That is true. You all were able to return from the Elven lands and had made your way back to Greyhawk. Actually, you did before you went to Greyhawk. You went to Krakenheim and spent a little bit of time there trying to gather some information on the whereabouts of Toby, your old friend turned foe.
He was never our friend.
Nemesis.
Just because he was in the party. Just because he was in the party does not make him a friend.
Okay.
Friendship is earned over time.
And I guess Toby just didn't have enough time to reach that status.
Yeah, you might say his time was short.
Wah, wah.
Fire. It went up in flame.
Yeah, it did. Okay, so yeah, they were able to get to Krakenheim, and after they did a little bit of research there, looking for Toby, they decided to make their way to Greyhawk. Once they arrived in Greyhawk, unfortunately, there was a calamitous event that occurred. There was an earthquake which shook the entire city. Many people were harmed inside the Crystal Citadel as the floating discs that people would actually ride up to go to different levels of the Citadel had lost their arcane energy that kept them aloft, and they crashed into the ground. People were trampled. Many people were actually, killed, unalived, as they like to put nowadays. But the team was able to get in there and try to help as many people, saved many people, and then they decided to walk out and see what damage had occurred to the city. Unfortunately, the Talon and Turkey kiosk, the world famous Talon and Turkey kiosk, was destroyed by a large basalt obelisk which had broke through the crust and destroyed the entire kiosk, unfortunately.
And it was covered in food.
Yeah. And then the party decided to try to use magical means to destroy this obelisk, and unfortunately it really did it came to naught.
It took 90 some odd points of damage.
Yeah.
96.
Yeah. They were knocked unconscious by the attack that Kiffi had tried to use his hammer, the God's Hammer, on this obelisk. And in doing so, it released just a tremendous amount of energy, knocking all of the players unconscious, and unfortunately cracking the God's Hammer.
Kiffi, I mean, sorry, losing a weapon like that.
I got a wind spell.
He knows where it's at.
But hopefully your clerics of Fortubo, or your fellow clerics of Fortubo, or your blacksmiths may be able to mend it. But remember, legends aren't made by weapons. They are made by the ones who carry them.
Very well said. While you had been out, you were actually unconscious for 2 days. Yeah, I know, right? You guys were, it knocked you guys for a loop. And while you were out, a message had arrived from Pellic, actually from Vitram Hairfoot, the master thief and assassin who had befriended the party sometime back during the wars between the Ket and Bissell. So those folks who are just coming online this evening who have never seen the show, go back to the beginning. Or if you can't, just go all the way.
Episodes and come back here.
Just go all the way back to episode 1 and 2, and just you can skip 3. 3 was an abomination. Never go there.
What happened?
Oh, was that your voice?
What if it was the monorail?
That was the voice mod from hell. Yeah, so skip 3.
Mickey Mouse.
Go 1, 2,
What episode was the monorail?
4. I think that was 3 or 4.
We lost the monorail.
I know, and trust me, I tried to go back and redo that episode. Tried to like do the voiceover work for it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just not going to bother. So I'm just going to tell people, don't listen to 3. It won't help anyway.
Put captions on. That's it.
Yeah. You could do that. Just put captions on. Like put on some really nice music. Read the captions. You'd be like, oh. It's cool. So that is where we're at. You had received the message from Vitram that your presence is required at Madame Plum's, the kind of shady, out of the way tavern outside of the walls of Pellic in Bissell.
Hey, I got a question for you, Brian. If we were out for 2 days, does that mean we got a full rest?
Yes. Yeah.
Level up.
I would believe that if you have been knocked unconscious and you've been out for 2 days, you definitely had a long rest. Yes, you have a long rest.
Just making sure.
Did we have
Did we
too
level
long?
up?
Make sure you.
No.
That brings to mind a comment you made on X, Brian, that Kiffi isn't the right level. What level is Kiffi supposed to be?
17th.
Yeah, are you 17? Or are you still 16?
No, I'm 16. So you were correct.
Wait a minute. Does that mean Kiffi is 16 going on 17?
Where's that mute button?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, now the earworm has happened.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're right.
Someone put Kung Fu Fighter in my ear earlier today.
Oh, gosh.
I know.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
So, yeah. Oh, big thanks to folks in the chat. I see that we have a bunch of people on this evening. Thank you guys for hanging out. Stephen was saying that for that episode was like 2 years ago. For me, it was 2 weeks ago. I guess he actually listened to episode 3. That's a brave man.
Sorry.
That's a brave man.
You solve a problem like Squire Tomas.
Yeah, that should be it. We should.
Hey, Stephen, it's Lord Ambassador now. That was long ago. You got to get with the times.
Yeah, we should just remake the Sound of Music with these characters.
Well, I mean, he is only 2 weeks ago. Were you even in episode? I know. Thomas. When did Thomas show up?
Okay,
so I'm supposed to say I'm Squire Thomas. I'm incorrigible.
So Tomas showed up like I think right after Toby died. It was like I think there was like one episode, like it was like episode Toby died, and then boom, in came Tomas. I could tell you what it is because I actually named the podcast was the Fall and Rise of Toby Wildseed is the name of the podcast episode.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so. Yeah,
wow.
Look for that on the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right next to Frodo Nine Fingers in the Ring of Doom.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Is it a Prince Albert ring?
No. Before we go anywhere, Kiffi is going to go to the Temple of Fortubo and make a penance. And he is going to leave the hammer in care of the priests there.
Okay.
And I think I have sufficient pull within the church to command a 24-hour like vigil of like a prayer of atonement and requesting of aid and stuff. So that's what he'll do, and then he's gonna try to borrow a hammer because he doesn't have a weapon now.
Actually, Kiffi, I think I still have my +2 if you want it.
Needing a hammer.
Yep.
Well, okay, fair enough.
All right. Yeah.
Problem solved.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. I know it can't replace your god's hammer, but hopefully this will do. I don't know how to put it over to you. It's just a hammer +2, warhammer +2.
Yeah, I got one. I
right.
can do it.
All right.
Hey, heads up, Brian. I'll be there. Never mind.
Yeah, he's back. Okay. So yeah, you're able to do that, Kiffi. You walk in, you talk with the local priest here. Of course, he looks stunned that that something that actually forged by the gods wasn't really easily destroyed, but you're just very surprised that the amount of damage that it took. And as you're talking with him, both of you realize that the hammer probably took most of the damage that could have been dealt to all of you. So the hammer actually saved everyone. Because if it had delivered, it might have killed most of you.
We have backup characters.
Yeah, backup
We're
characters.
ready.
No.
No, he was
Actually,
just
Brian.
revisionist history. We would have been fine either way.
Oh, really?
Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt.
I'm just going to say that thing probably had 10 lair actions. So
I guess I got a question. Was there any damage to the obelisk at all from that?
None whatsoever.
That's a brave man.
Only would have been a problem if we were in its lair and it was using its lair
Legendary
action.
lair action.
Didn't we have a conversation on X about lair actions this week?
Probably.
Oh, Brian, don't forget, Grenna was going to go meditate and see if she could contact the other side to see if they were experiencing things over there.
Okay. Yeah, most likely what you can do, Grenna, is it's not really a matter of communing. I mean, if you want to, it would be easy enough for you to actually get to the Feywild in a timely manner. The only problem is, remember how time is a little wonky. You could be gone for a while. So most likely it would be easier for you if you went to a place that actually had one of either the life tree or the tree of death. If you were at the life tree, it would probably be easier for you to call something forth from the Feywild. Most likely it would be either your sister or some other Fey being that would be able to give you information. But you just can't really just sort of meditate on it. You actually have to be near some way for one of these creatures to step out from the veil. And
don't you have a pet that you can maybe send?
Not anymore. He ran away. I have no idea where the bear went. And Bubbles is off doing something else.
okay. Anybody else?
whilst I'd requested that the airship would go to Krakenon, has any messages come to me as well? Because now we're moving around, we'll still pick it up at Krakenon, but maybe we've got something there. Transportation.
We're about to go to Pellic without an airship.
But we want an airship, Russ.
No, you want an airship. I just want to get to where we need to go.
So there was actually one other place that we heard that one of these obelisks had appeared, correct?
That there had been they have been appearing along ley lines that correspond with as we had talked about before, the stones, the Fae stones that allow people to travel back and forth between the Veil of the Fae and the Prime Material Plane. You know that they're appearing along those same lines, and you have heard that they have been appearing in other lands. And of course, a ley line at this juncture where you're at right now is perfect because the Crystal Citadel literally is bisected by one of them, which is this one. So,
yeah, I know your conclave and your fellow wizards have much to do, fixing what's been damaged. But do you think they could reach out to their cities and ask if any of these obelisks have appeared? Maybe they can start mapping them where they're at.
Well,
when we map them out, do they all correspond to places we've been?
Well, that's what we need to find out, right?
No, they are appearing all over the Flyness. In places that you've never been to, like you've never been to Valuna, you've never been to, there's some other places that
does the conclave have by chance a map that identifies where all the ley lines are at?
Yeah, I mean you can get a ley line map. That's easy enough. I mean they have these maps. Yeah, the Revo brothers would definitely have one. They're easy to find because druids use them primarily when it comes time for their high holy days, where the veil is thinnest. That they can actually commune with those creatures in the Feywild. So yeah.
So they're not as rare as we're probably thinking based off of our modern experience.
Right. So you guys are still inside the Crystal Citadel. As you can see that mostly it has been cleaned up. There has been repairs. You can see that the floating discs that were used to move people between floors have been replaced by actual ladders. Because magic is really kind of iffy at this point in time.
Mages are going to get some exercise in, right?
Yeah,
cardio.
They're going to get ripped.
So, magic has been disturbed, is what you're telling me.
Magic has been disturbed. So what you know for a fact is wizard magic is unpredictable. Sorcerer magic has been completely cut off.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually saw that actually happen, as at the time that the obelisk appeared, that one portal opened up and somebody came through it and it pretty much turned them to hamburger in front of you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so that's really scary. The people who are unaffected are clerics. The clerics are unaffected. Paladins are unaffected. Bards are unaffected.
Bards are unaffected.
Yeah. But if it has something to do with what is it? Sound, they're okay on, but they are also affected like wizards are. It can be kind of unpredictable. So there's
That's even
actually
better.
there's actually 3 things that can happen that they've already been seeing what'll happen to wizards. Either the spell will fizzle and kind of fail, or it really is not powerful enough. It can just act normally, or it can be turbocharged. And if it gets turbocharged, it gets really dangerous, which is fine, I guess. I mean,
Let's try it with a fireball.
Just depends
so
on where you're
That's
at.
exactly what I was thinking.
So a fireball could turn into something like it would be actually 3 times more powerful than it really is.
Oh, cool. I'm not seeing a downside to any of this.
Well,
It's a fire mage's pyromaniac dream. But like I said, if you cast a portal and it kind of fizzles out, you may not get as far as you wanted to go. It may send you somewhere else between the location you were at and the location you are now in. So
and this is again, guys, why I'm putting forward. We get the airship because it's not magical. It's based on nature. It's the safest thing available right now.
But it's susceptible to a fireball.
We don't know that yet. That's not been tested.
I still have the orb. I could call it Aristoverax. Can never say her name.
Aravistarax, yes.
That's Aristoverax.
I keep calling, what's his name, Moss Isley.
So I guess the question I have, you said a portal. So does that include those that have already been established, right? Kind of like what Yarn has been doing, going to.
Well,
Okay, so it's just.
I've been doing 2 different things. One is teleport, which is bip bip, and the other is the actual portals, which are based on a physical item. So if the portal, if that spell fizzles, I don't think that we go anywhere.
Right. Yeah. You just kind of like you're just there, and So as you
Yarn, if you think it's safe enough for if we need to get to Pellic, which I find kind of weird that this happens, and now we need to go to Pellic.
Sure, why not?
So as you all are standing around talking about this and discussing, as you all are finalizing your next step, you see a portal open. It looks as though the portal is flashing, like it's barely holding on to into the arcane the arcane energy that it's trying to draw from, but finally it actually stops flickering, and you can see someone tumbles through it and lands on the ground, probably about 15 feet away from you. And as you notice, is the person just kind of slumps and falls to the ground, and you realize it's Raven. And she looks really bad. I mean, she looks like something has attacked her.
Well, I will.
Kiffi, help!
Sure.
Oh yes, Kiffi will render aid.
Ask her if she's okay.
Yeah. So you run over to her. You kind of turn her over so that you can actually make sure that she's breathing. She is breathing. She is conscious. She looks up at you, and you can see that it looks as though she has been scratched, like very viciously across the face. And you can see that she is kind of a little bloodied and of that nature. But she holds her hand out, and but she doesn't seem to try to stand up. It looks as though she's just looking for somebody's hand to hold on to at this point in time.
I'll hold her hand.
Okay. So you all are standing around. Kiffi, you are down there. What are you doing?
I will assess her condition. I guess I'll do a medicine check here.
Okay.
I did one also.
24.
Okay. All right. Good deal,
And-
guys. Okay, so it looks as though, from what you were able to tell, yeah, she has multiple lacerations. Also, it looks as though she may have a concussion. So, as you
Brian?
yes.
While they're rendering aid, I'm going to be assessing the portal that she made.
Okay.
The energies. I'm trying to figure out where'd she come from. Any other parameters around that?
Okay.
What happened to the power? It was an overpower. I mean,
yeah. This one wasn't. It really wasn't a matter of being overpowered. You felt that there was probably enough power at the origination spot, but as she got closer to here, it was that energy was being siphoned away. So she had to pour a lot more into it, but she was able to get it to a point where it was safe to go through, and that's where she is right now.
okay.
So, Kiffi, what are you up to?
Oh,
Anything?
I'm gonna cast your wounds on her.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. So you spend some time. You have a couple of apprentices come over with a litter to kind of bear her upon, so that they could take her to some place a little more out of the way. And so there's like a room off to the side that you all can. It's one of like a small meeting room where wizards and sorcerers and the like would get together and talk about spell components, the fun stuff that wizards like to do. And they get her in there, and you guys follow. And she just looks at. She's looking up at you all. She finally speaks and says, "I was meditating, and Mortimer attacked me, and Tiny was able to save me. Thank the gods that Tiny was there." And you can see she's tearing up, because obviously this was really traumatic for her. And you guys remember who Mortimer is? That was her skeleton butler.
Our skeleton.
Yeah. And Tiny was her clay golem. So, thank goodness, So
then, Brian,
yeah.
Could her spell coming through, that's not a result of magical interference, could be just her running out of power trying to make the jump?
Well, from what Yarn was able to kind of figure out, there was probably enough power at her origination location, which was in the Vesvi. But once it opened up on this side, being that it was so close to that obelisk out there, that is where you think the siphon was occurring.
Okay.
Okay, so for folks in chat, Mortimer was the skeleton butler. Tiny is the clay golem.
Golem?
Yeah.
Okay.
The golem saved her life. So, and this is all. Yeah, and this is also something else that you've also heard, is that the undead or things that have been brought back are now feral. They're off the chain.
Well, that's going to mess up Raven's agenda.
Yeah, that really messes up Raven's agenda pretty hard. Necromancers are going to be very, very hard pressed. So, but yeah, so you work on her for a little bit. I guess you're going to, cast some healing, and finally, she starts to look a lot better. She's finally able to sit in a chair and talk with you all. And she says that, well, there was an obelisk that had been reported to me much further to the south than the Vespi, but I didn't understand what it meant until Mortimer had attacked me. She says,
What do you know?
Unfortunately, I know about as much as you all know. I'm not sure why this is occurring. I gather your mission to the Elven Lands was a success, so that's good.
That's a good
Well, I had
point.
given her the update when I sent the mouse.
Yeah. So
It's a good bet that's happening in the Elven Lands as well.
probably, but I don't know. I have really no context there, so I think once you're able to get to a place where you can either go yourself or send word, it might be worth it. But as far as what this is doing, I just know that any of my creations are now completely outside of my control, other than Tiny. Thank goodness.
The what we're seeing is just magic as they cast it is being affected, or are we talking about even using magic items? Like, were you to read a scroll with that?
Yeah, it doesn't seem that scroll usage or wand usage or staff usage is being affected, because there is arcane energies trapped within either the words of the scroll or within the build of the wand or
So
staff.
it's the position of that energy that seems to be going. They have to overcome the siphoning of the obelisk to gather that energy.
Right.
Now, what about sorcery? What's going on here?
Okay, so what is happening with sorcerers? Because the sorcerers are actually pulling their power directly from the universe itself. It's not like a wizard who is using books that have power within them. These people are completely cut off. And so right now you have sorcerers who have no power whatsoever. They are completely they have no abilities.
That's interesting, Raven. So, can they still utilize magic items?
Yes. Yeah, they can still use magic items because, like I said before, the arcane energy that is in these items themselves are unaffected. So there is still that. But yeah. But of course, if they do use these items, we don't know what can actually happen. From what we've heard, there should not be. They have not been in effect. Have not been affected. So this is a good thing for most of us. Thank goodness I am a wizard. I don't know what I would be able. I don't know how I would be very helpful in a situation where if I was not.
Interesting.
Theory crap. Let's. All right, we have sorcerers are not able to access their power because they draw it from the universe.
Mm-hmm.
We have items which will work naturally.
Mm-hmm.
That we think will work naturally. We haven't tested it.
Yeah.
Wizards, it seems may have to overcome the siphoning power. Something about that. What do you think would happen if I took the bag of holding and put it over the obelisk and tried to swallow it with the bag?
I want to be at least 180 feet away.
Your backup character is ready, right?
Oh yeah.
You just see you electrocuting yourself as it's sliding down the obelisk.
Raven looks at you and says,
"We shouldn't play with those obelisks anymore."
yeah, Kiffi's like, I'm out. But Raven just looks at you and says, I don't think that would be a wise idea. I think what would end up happening is that the bag itself might actually be destroyed, and all of its energies, all of its magical properties will be siphoned away.
Yeah, I'm going with a no on that one.
How do we? Again, it's like we need to take the obelisk and move it, like a planar shift to someplace else. Now, is that something
I can try to hit it with disintegrate.
Cleric could do?
I was thinking if Kiffi, I'm not sure if you have the power, but I could see if we can find somebody at the Church of Heironious. Maybe the Archbishop could help.
I do have that power. I'm a little dubious about how it would work.
Yeah. And I mean, you also got to think, if this is just one of these things, who knows how many more are out there?
Then we can work on trying to take two. And then we can work on the next one. And the next one. That's the...
You just want the adventure to last. 10 years later, I think we're almost done with this one last obelisk.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't have that much
there's
time.
A point where we have the acolytes start doing some work.
You're
Can't hear you.
this soft game. Let's not do that.
Okay. So yeah, so you've stabilized Raven. She's in much better. She is going to try and find local lodgings to kind of finish her recuperation and see if there's anything that she can actually do here at the Mystic or at the what is it? Well, gosh, what did I call it? Crystal Citadel. Yeah. So so that's kind of her plan. Even though she's not very well known here, and usually necromancy is kind of frowned upon, you can see that others are definitely willing to take on another person who is willing to help, even if she is one who dabbles in more darker arts.
We all right. I wonder the mining ventures that might start from here. I wonder if any of the dwarves are about.
Well,
I want to try to tackle this thing physically.
Well,
by
right now, most people are trying to help those whose houses caught on fire or crumbling masonry and buildings that were affected by the earthquake.
Well, it's so 2 days later. I get that they're well into their cycle of helping people, but we're trying to think about that forward. How do we help people more? Because this city is built on
rock and roll. Sorry.
See, I put myself on mute so I don't say stupid shit like that, just so you guys can, for the record.
It was the DM's turn.
But that's all I'm doing. I'm not expecting instantaneous acquisition, but I'm spitballing with my fellows here what they might think. I don't know. We need to remove the effect of the obelisk, or remove the obelisk, or somehow find a way to get to its source, why, all those things. I don't, sitting here and running away, that's not something we can do because we don't know that we can run away.
Well, remember,
obviously,
I wasn't even considering running away. I was just figuring out how to get to Pellic.
Not on my dartboard. I've got a bunch of other shit to do.
What was the call from Pellic? Remind me, sorry.
So the message that was given to Bilius, who delivered it to you all, was that Vitram Hairfoot needed to see you as soon as possible.
ASAP at what is it, Miss Plums?
And he didn't say why.
Plums.
He just said he needed to see us.
He needed to see you, and it was urgent. He did not. There was no specifics to it.
Well, this is our assassin / spy master. I think we probably should go see him.
I'm thinking that's probably a really good idea, which was why I was trying to figure out how we're getting to Pellic.
I think it's a good idea, but right now I would like to stabilize at least one place in the world.
I don't think we have the power to do that.
I think it has been amply demonstrated that we do not. So,
Timble, I really appreciate your enthusiasm, but maybe as a whole, the conclave, the churches, who probably have far much greater knowledge than us together, may be able to figure something out. I don't think we can do anything here.
Well, that's
we'll
how
take
you guys.
Melinda with us if she wants to go.
That will be an offer.
Okay. She's more than willing to go with. That is totally up to you guys. What she might be able to do, and this is something that might work out pretty well. Yarn being that if you are going to be opening up, you're opening up a portal or teleporting?
Portal.
Okay. So maybe she can also lend her powers to you. And
I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. Yeah, because let's say this would give you a greater chance of success. So that might not be a bad idea.
Okay. This is also going to my place of power, so.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, because I figured you guys are going to go right to your wizard tower at Castle Oversight.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. That's a great idea. Okay. So, is that the plan?
Looks like the plan is to Gaffad.
Okay. So,
I take the point.
You take the point? Okay.
The airship.
Okay. So
I'll be the last one through the portal. How's that?
No, I will be the last one through the portal because I close it as I come back through.
yeah, that's been his modus operandi for the most part. Okay.
Well,
so Yarn, I need you to make a percentile check for me, please.
Ooh, here we go.
And what kind of percentile?
You just roll it, and I will be the judge.
1 to 100.
Yep. 1d100.
23.
Okay, so it is, unfortunately, you don't have enough power sufficiently, and that is why now Raven is going to also roll, and let's see what she gets. Let me pull up some dice. Dice. 1d100. Okay, and what did she get? Okay, so she got an 85. Okay, so being that she's helping you, not giving away, so you now have more than enough sufficient power to get to where you need to go. So the portal opens. It does seem to flash at first, but then you see Raven also is also concentrating on it as you both are standing there. You see that it solidifies. It looks great. The light is correct, and then everybody starts to move through. correct?
Scamper, scamper, scamper.
Okay. So yeah, as you guys are moving through as fast as you can, the first people who come through, you immediately appear in Pellic inside the Wizard Tower there at Castle Oversight. At the end, Raven steps through about the same time that you do, Yarn, so that you guys can continue the power. But then once she gets through and you get through and everybody is present and accounted for, she drops her power, and then you are able to drop yours.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll look
So
out. I'm
you're
going to
now
look
in
out.
Pellic.
Kelex is going to look out the window. You got windows, right, Russ?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
Okay.
he's got some nice windows. Actually, I think this. Yeah, he's got good windows.
It's almost all the way around.
Yeah. So yeah, you're able to open it, and you can see that Pellic has sustained some obvious damage. There is crumbling masonry. You can see that there's some buildings that had obviously burned. You do not seem to see one of the pillars or one of the obelisks. You don't see one of those.
Oh, good. I'm happy with that. All right. So, do we all want to go see Vitram, or do we want to send representatives to go see Vitram?
Oh, let's all go. We'll have a party.
I got to split the
Yeah,
party.
but
Huh?
I don't want to for Vitram.
I don't think everyone's gone.
I don't think
know
that'll
that
be a problem. You met him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
If he needs a drink, he is going to Madame Plum's, no matter what.
Well, yeah.
If Kippy's doing drinking, that's where Lord Tomas is going.
If we're going drinking, let's go.
I'll catch up. Actually, I think Kelex wants to go check on the church.
Okay.
So we're splitting the party again.
I won't be long.
Again,
Just try not to get anybody killed, okay? You know,
including you.
Like myself. Third time's the charm.
Okay. So
Yeah, one of these times it's going to stick.
guys, you.
okay, so Kelex will go ahead and take care of yours first, and then we'll deal with Madame Plum's. So as you head out of the tower, you're immediately greeted by two guards of Bissell who immediately come to attention, render a salute, and ask if there's anything that they can do for the legendary Lord General Kelex Zelenen.
You got something nose on there, soldier.
It's back in the back.
I asked him report, how's the city faring?
It said, well, your lordship, it does seem that we had an issue with an earthquake 2 days ago. The city is, of course, secure. The Margrave is fine. He is,
good to hear it.
I know at this point in time, he is in Thornwood, fighting against an undead, a group of undead, almost like an undead army that has risen up from the many graves that obviously had been created by the past war. So we are kind of, we find ourselves almost in the same situation we were a year ago. But luckily for us, the Ket are no longer our enemies, and the armies of Ket are marching with us to defeat this undead scourge.
Actually, glad to hear it. Now,
Are
where
we
was
sure of
Thornwood
that?
at? Oh, Thornwood's okay. It was on the border. Okay, on the border. Okay.
Yeah, you guys have been to Thornwood a long
Yeah, it was
time ago.
It was that border town or border city.
Yeah, that's where it all started.
Where we made our first death saving throws.
That is true.
Are we sure, though, Brian, that the armies of the Ket are marching with us and not maybe secretly?
Well, let's see. Unfortunately, you're not there because Kelex is chatting with them. So, but Kelex, you feel that this is probably true and right, because you had also seen how the Empress Ela Alzar and the Margrave were during the meeting of the armistice signing.
Smoochy.
Yeah, they seem to be quite close. So you're thinking that maybe something has occurred over the months that has definitely solidified a union. But you're not sure yet.
I asked, is the Chancellor here?
Yes.
And not you, Timble, sorry. Can you... I can't remember her name.
Okay, that was Pliny von Mundrik.
Okay, Pliny. Can you ask the Chancellor to meet me at the Church of Heironious? I'm heading there to go check on it, but I'd like to speak with her.
Of course, Lord General. We will make sure to have her sent there immediately. And they immediately walk off. Well, one stays to guard the door. The other one walks away. Okay.
Right, head to the church.
Really,
Okay.
it's good that we split the parties because Tomas would be quite jealous of all the affectation.
Wouldn't be able to get him to shut up, so.
Oh, I'm always available to shut up.
And calling you, Lord General and that different. And, he would be. Oof.
So, so you head off to the church. It doesn't, of course, take you too long to get there. You can see that the new the new church facade has not been damaged in any way. Obviously, the masons who were working on this after the dragon destroyed the first church has definitely held up. You are able to walk inside, and of course, you're greeted by an acolyte who shows you around, and of course calls forth another acolyte. Goes and gets the priest, and he walks up and says, "Oh, yeah, Lord Kelex, welcome back. It has been some time. I see.
It has. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I see that you're well.
Yep. Yes, I'm definitely feeling better.
And your friends?
We're all still alive, thank goodness.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Yes.
We stopped here on the way. I'm trying just trying to see how things are going here. Any strange ongoings in the last couple of days, maybe?
Unfortunately,
besides what's happening around.
Yeah. Oh, other than that, than the earthquake and the problems with arcane power. No, it was before then and after the earthquake. We haven't had too many issues. Of course, we don't have a lot of magic users here, but I mean, we do have a small group. Of course, I know that Lord Yarn would, of course, probably be more affected by it than anyone else. But no, other than that.
Well, thank Heironious, he was able to get us here from Greyhawk. So,
yes.
So it's thankful. I want to relate to him exactly kind of what happened in Greyhawk City. Mm-hmm. Explaining the obelisk, because obviously there's not one here, so they may, not understand what's taking place. I do look at him and said, I think the church is definitely going to be more needed now than ever, because of the lacking of power from our arcane brothers. So definitely be needed more. So just wanted to.
I know that. The Hierophant had said that you had been away for some time, but are you aware of this? And he reaches behind him and he pulls out a flyer that bears the stamp and seal of the Hierophant himself, which has been, he says, this has been distributed to every church and every temple. are you aware? And he shows it to you. And as you look at it, you realize it is a call for paladins. They are actually forming a religious order, a military religious order. So it's
just glad it wasn't a wanted poster.
no, it's actually, to you, it's exciting. This is something that you have been kind of like, oh, this might be something that eventually we may need. And it seems as though the Hierophant has tapped into that, into that calling. And
does it say where they're gathering?
It actually says that within a month's time that they will be forming this organization in Greyhawk. So, but it's only dated a few days before you're reading it. So you still there's plenty of time.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, thank you for that. I'm very, very happy to see that they're taking action. Mm-hmm. But I will leave you to your duties. I must go speak with the Chancellor before meeting up with my friends again. So thank you, brother, for your help.
So as you're getting ready to walk out, you see Pliny von Mundrik walks through the front door, and she raises a hand in greeting and said, "Lord General, welcome back. I heard that you needed to see me."
Chancellor, how's the title holding up?
I'm about ready to hand it back. I believe most likely, I think Master Timble would probably be much better than I. I know he was able to weather the storms of war here, and unfortunately, after the war stopped, it's just not as exciting as I was expecting it to be.
Well, you may want to speak with him. I think he's actually missing it.
She laughs and she says, "I know that if I bring it up to him, he will probably try to strangle me. So I am not willing to lose that type of friendship." So,
it's a shame. You're right. He did an excellent job.
Yes.
So
what else can I
cannot tally long. I must go meet up with friends, and I'll just explain to her kind of the same thing. It's just what I told the priest about the obelisk showing up in Greyhawk, and apparently they're showing up all over the land. So they may want to keep an eye out as I don't know. We have guards and roving rangers doing whatever they do, just to keep an eye out for those things, and do not approach or touch them.
She says, "We have been very fortunate that none have appeared here in Bissell, but I was told that one had appeared in Lopola, which is in the capital of Ket, and has been quite a thorn in their side, unfortunately."
Okay.
But
so none in Bissell. I find that interesting.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. So
okay.
You're going to make your way to Madame Plum's? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so the rest of you already went ahead and headed off to Madame Plum's, if I remember correct? Yes? No,
yeah.
Maybe so? Okay, cool. Alrighty, so yeah, as you all kind of just make your way, part ways, and you make it, you finally, you do go out past the gate into the suburbs kind of beyond the castle itself and the city walls. And once again, you find yourself outside of Madame Plum's. For those people who do not know Madame Plum's, I think almost everybody, I don't know, not every one of you had actually made it to Madame Plum's before. You're not familiar with this. It looks like a hole in the wall. It's what you would consider like a dive bar kind of looking place. It's dark, it's dingy. The windows probably haven't been cleaned in probably decades. There's a swinging sign, off of the porch, it's Madame Plum's. And so you walk in, again, it's kind of dingy. You are immediately, you're approached by what you can only believe is probably Madame Plum herself. She immediately recognizes Kelex, recognizes Timble and Grenna, because you guys have actually been here before. And she says, I guess you all are here to see Vitram?
Yes.
Okay. She looks down at you, Timble.
But I don't know that I can see him without wetting my whistle. It's been quite a dry travel.
Oh, well, of course. And so she walks back behind the bar and brings out a cask of the good stuff and starts to pour each of you a drink. So each of you get like it's kind of like a shot glass, about maybe 2 fingers, 3 fingers, whatever. And she said, of course, it's on the house. Compliments of the Hairfoots. So she looks down at you, Timble, and says, I'm sure you know the way, sir.
Yep.
Okay. So
you go to the back, go past the guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you end up doing the knock, and the door swings open, and as you do so, you see this very imposing man dressed in black is there, and he kind of ushers you all into this little room, where he says, of course you all know the drill, or have you not been told by his lordship?
I'm back.
Okay. So the man in black says, said, has the master, or has his lordship told you the drill?
The drill?
Yes. As he opens up the large chest sitting in the room, and he says, weapons.
You mean you want my weapons?
Weapons in the chest. You know the drill.
I gotta give him the weapons.
He just smiles at you. He says, "Your lordship, I'm glad you remember." So, and so, is everyone handing over their weapons?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Kiffi is a weapon, so,
Okay.
or without the hammer.
Yeah. He's a weapon with or without it. Yeah. Okay. So I guess everybody is following the rules, which is good.
What do they consider weapons?
Anything bladed, blunt, anything like a staff.
You wouldn't separate old man from his walking stick, would you?
Oh,
Yes.
He just looks at you, because you're kind of on the same level as him, you're kind of tall, and he just says, "No exceptions, sir."
And then I'm going to go back and sit in the bar.
Okay. So there you go. You head on back out, and you grab your staff, and you head on back out. Okay, easy enough. Everybody else?
Yeah, Tomas will put his sword and his dagger in there.
Okay, very good. All right, so
I put everything in there but my bola.
okay, and Grenna, you're doing the same.
sure.
Okay, cool. All righty, so you all walk in, or as he closes the chest, you can see that it is magically sealed. And he opens the door. And beyond, once again, for those people who've been here, you see the same sort of setup as before. There are many people walking around. You see from all different races. You see tables where people are talking about criminal activities. Some are looking at maps. some are looking at some other things. But once again, in the center of the room, further to the back, sits Vitram Hairfoot, master assassin and thief.
Do I have to roll perception to see and identify people at the table with him?
Well, he's not at the table. He's sitting on his kind of makeshift throne that you all have seen before. And of course, there's a scantily clad half-elven woman just kind of sitting on one of the arms of the chair.
I forget her name.
Yeah, I did too. How dare you, sir?
She's quite important then.
Yeah.
Color Princess Leia.
She's important she's important at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So Vitram sees you all walk in and he immediately stands up and closes the distance. And as he gets near, he puts his hand out to shake yours, Timble, and he says, Timble, good to see you, my friend. It's been a while. How goes things?
Splendid until 2 days ago.
Yes, it does seem that our magical friends seem to be having some troubles.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, this undead scourge that has just seemed to have popped up out of nowhere seems to be quite disturbing. And that is only one of the reasons why I asked you to come. It seems as though we have somebody here who wants to speak with your group. And he looks around real quick and he says, you're missing, where's Kelex? Where is Kelex? Where's his lordship?
He will be along shortly, and just let me know. And I'll do kind of sign. Is it someone
Thieves
short?
can't?
Yeah, and thieves can't, but is it someone short who waits for us? Danger?
I would say most likely, probably not dangerous, but there is definitely a possibility. I didn't spend a lot of time with this person, and I'm really, it would probably be better if you just go in. I think I've said too much, and you can see that
I don't have weapons.
You can see that he looks worried.
I don't have weapons, so I kind of feel,
well,
we're walking into.
You should also count yourself very fortunate they don't have weapons either.
I like you.
Hey,
so
this is
and I know you're on a tight ship.
This is a neutral place, and this is where they thought that it would probably be best to talk with you. But the one person that they definitely wanted to see was Kelex.
Good timing then.
Yeah.
So then we wait for him.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are you guys are given leave to kind of just walk around and check things out. Yarn, you're out there getting sauced on the good stuff, having a good old time. And probably about 20 minutes after you've arrived, Kelex walks in and sees you sitting there at the bar on your third shot. And you've been talking with Madame Plum for probably about that same amount of time. And but the rest of you guys are inside Vitram's lair. You're inside Vitram's lair, and you are getting a chance to kind of walk around and see what people are talking about. Some are talking about the undead. Some are talking about plundering some ancient tombs. You have others who are setting up a crime syndicate in a different part of the Flanness. So you're taking all of this in, and also it's kind of impressive how much power Vitram actually has, because all of these people are obviously in his employ. So it's really impressive to see, because this is probably just like his inner sanctum of people. He probably has maybe hundreds, maybe thousands of cut purses and murderers out there just doing things to make him wealthy. So you're not really too sure.
Kelex isn't there.
I know how much we paid him for information and heads. So I know I've got a grasp of his organization.
You could probably guess that he is probably the wealthiest, if not the wealthiest halfling on Earth. Most likely might even be closest to the most wealthiest person who is not of some royal line. He's just a common guy who he's
deals in human trafficking.
Oh yeah, no, he is definitely not. He's not scared to dip his toe into some really nefarious shit. This is
my true form, Uncle.
So, like I said, 20 minutes after you all had arrived, Kelex finally does show up. Kelex, you walk in, and immediately, Kelex, you realize. Give me a perception check real quick, just to see if it's something you pick up on.
I just want to. I don't know if anybody saw my first, setup roll as we log in and stuff like that. Was a crit, much like my last first roll at the last session. So we know how this is going to go, right? I get it out of the way, and then I roll like shit. So yeah,
well, that's good.
There you go.
Okay, so yeah, you rolled a crit. It was a crit success, right? Not a crit failure.
No crit for when I first log in and you test your token.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so I had written there. Okay, hold on for a minute.
Okay, yeah, let's see how you do. Oh,
see, yes,
it's a 2.
It never fails. Never fails. Jeez.
Okay, so forget about that. All right, so yeah. Vitram walks back up, gathers you all together, and says, okay, well, arrived, I think it's time. And so he walks back to, it looks as though it's just some sort of blank wall. And as he does so, he reaches out and you see him push one of the stones. And as it does so, it parts and opens up into another completely different room. And you can see that this room is very dimly lit. So anybody who has dark vision, low light vision, things of that nature, it's actually more comforting to you. But you all walk in and you can see that there is a long table in here. It's a room that's similarly sized as the room you just came out of, but there's a lot of candles. And there's a long table. And sitting on the other side of this table is a hooded figure who is seated there. You cannot see the face of this person, but you also pick up on the presence that there are other people in the room that are not being stealthy, but they are definitely they're hiding in the shadows. And
Yarn is still up in the bar, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, no. Yarn is still at the bar. You are inside Kelex with the party.
Oh, okay. They gathered me up.
Yeah, you've been gathered.
Okay.
You've been grabbed.
And they didn't take my sword.
Well, actually, no. They did not take your sword. Interesting. I need you to make another perception check with advantage this time.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to give me some help. I appreciate that, Brian.
Yeah, you need it.
I definitely, I do.
So sad. Oh, okay. Much better. Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, the 16 really, really helped. So as you step into the room, of course, you hear the door, the stone once again scraping as it closes behind you. Vitram is still here with you.
I'm on my guard.
But you feel your sword is kind of vibrating. you realize that is an indication that whatever is in this room is extremely evil. And so Vitram points to the chairs that are on the opposite side of the table from the hooded figure. And you all take your seats. Once everybody is seated, Vitram looks over to the hooded figure and says, "My lady, they are assembled." And as you hear those words, you see these dark fingers, dark like night, as she brings her hood back.
What's your name?
And you are staring in the face of Adra.
My sword comes out.
Vitram immediately grabs your arm and says, "Lord Kelex, she's unarmed."
No, she's not.
I would say that she's just as dangerous as she is, whether she has a weapon or not.
She keeps her focus upon you, Kelex, and says, "Lord Kelex, you have nothing to fear from me this day. I ask that you stay your blade."
You have a
What
lot
about
to
those
fear from me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What about those you have hiding?
Well, they are also unarmed.
And they can sit at the table too.
And so she just looks to the left and the right, and she says, "Ladies, you heard the invitation." As 8 Drow Shadow Blades take the remaining seats. They're all staring at you with their bright red, fiery red eyes as they look at each one of you. You do not see. It looks as though it doesn't look as there's malice on their faces. It's just cold detachment. But Adra says, "Lord Kelex, please, a moment of your time."
I will not guarantee my hand will stay much longer. And he sits down. You may speak.
Thank you. It says, "I know this is difficult for you. And I know that the hatred which burns inside of you for me is unquenchable. But as you know, there is a problem here. A very dark force is siphoning the very magic from this land. It's not just affecting the people on the surface, but it is also affecting my people. We have seen this coming. I know that you have prophecies that you have seen and have fulfilled, but we too have seers. Did you not? You may not believe this, but our meeting in Zyph was foretold. Your death at my hand was foretold. The demon that you carried, there was a reason for it, because we saw this coming. And I knew that when the demon was freed from you upon your second death, I knew it was time to come here. Do you believe these things?"
Just give me a second here. I don't know if you see me, but I'm red right now. I'm even angry. You're doing a great job, Brian. I'm freaking. I gotta take my coat. I'm like hot, burn it up. It's like, oh, I'm gonna kill this bitch. All right.
Take this on your
And
face,
he looks at her cold and and this cold stare back, and it says, why should I believe you, and what makes you think that you're not the cause of all this?
Because I am affected by it. The powers that I wielded against you when we met in Zyph. I have been cut off. My people have been cut off from their power.
This is a bad thing. How?
Yeah, I'm saying I don't see any. Yeah, I guess there's some good in evil.
You do understand that now that the light of your sun has been quenched for a time by the eclipse, that the undead are now running amok in your lands as well as my subterranean homeland.
What do you offer? Why are you here?
This could be advantageous for us both. I offer you two things. I know that Bissell and her allies and the other nations here will need help fighting the undead. My sisters are willing to do what we can to aid you now that the sun is no longer burning our skin once we come to the surface. I can offer you soldiers to help fight the undead. But here is the thing that I offer that I feel is more apt, which I believe that you would want more than anything on this planet. I have seen what you've lost, and it was my fault. But I can offer you your heart's desire. If
yes, I'm just going to raise Melda from the dead for you.
if you
Here's your own corpse bride.
I'm not there, remember?
If you remember, you were in a dark place before, were you not, when I took your life? You know
I
this.
remember.
You know this
I
place.
remember.
I don't think this line of thought is going to help you as much as you think it will.
And so why is that? Why do you feel that way, Lady Babbleboots?
So you're offering your life?
No, not mine. I will still walk amongst my people once this is all said and done. But I do know how this plays out. And I know how it will end. And I know that there is only one of you who is going to be able to make everything right. And I'm putting all of my gold on Lord Kelex. But as I said, I can offer you your heart's desire. I can return what you lost.
You play a dangerous game.
Circles around this. Why don't you just say it? What are you going to do? Melda died.
Yes, she did. But that doesn't have to mean forever. Search your heart. Search your heart, Kelex. You know that I can do this, but I can't do this without you.
Search your feelings, Luke. You know it to be true.
You play a dangerous game, Drow. Why should I trust you? You're asking to raise my love from the dead to be some corpse without a soul.
No, that is not true. The power I wield, the powers I know that could return her, would not just return her as a soulless corpse. No, she would return complete.
Are you saying that she's in the same place that I was once?
Yes. She is not at rest.
Can I get a perception on sense motive? Can she do it?
From
You
what?
really got to roll for that?
No, I mean, does she believe she has this power? Is what I'm trying to get, right?
You're thinking that she has vast powers when it comes to the Shadow Realm, where if she was able to imprison Kelex there, Melda would have been easy. Kelex is more... He has more of a, not a grasp, but a tether to the divine, where Melda did not. So you do believe that she does have this power.
Okay.
But you also kind of believe, too, that without the ability, without the arcane tether that she has, that she would be able to do, wouldn't be able to do this at all. But she feels that you, the party, Kelex specifically, would be the one to be able to restore that. She continues, she says, I know it is very hard for you to believe me. But trust me, our seers were the ones who told us where the elven prince would be when we captured him. That is how we were able to take him so easily. We knew that you would come to rescue him. There's no reason to lie. Yes, that
we know of.
I made sure that the prophecy that my seers foretold came to pass. But now it is out of my hands. It is now in yours.
So what is it that I am supposed to do?
You will travel.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait. What? Tell us what you know. What's going on? We know from our side. What's going on that you see? What's the source of this? What does your prophets tell you?
Well, there is a god who is siphoning the arcane power from the land, its people, its magical places. That we do not know. But we do know that there is a place where he is gathering this power, and once he is able to use it in its entirety, he will level this world. At this point in time, those obelisks that you see, the ones dotting the surface, are gathering the power. Once it starts to move the power to his location, then time will be short. We do not know how long that is going to take. We know that the obelisks are gathering the power. And once it starts the transfer, you will have no more than 3 days to get to where you need to be. A dark place. And there you shall find the creature that is causing all of our ills.
How old are you?
How old am I? What a strange question.
You don't ask a lady that.
Yeah. She just
not a lady.
She just looks at you, Kelex, and says, I was not expecting that type of questioning. And she looks back at you,
Timble. How old are you?
Why does it matter?
How long have you been around?
It said, at this point in time, I wish I still had my powers. And she just gives you this very cold, icy stare.
I'm going someplace with... I'm not just sitting here trying to punk you or insult you. I'm asking a question. How long have you been around?
If it must be, then I shall tell you. 1,275 years I've been on this planet.
So what does your gut say when it comes to the god that's doing this? You've got this vast experience. Tell me, what does your gut tell you? Who? Ayuz?
No, he is of little significance to the drow. It is something more archaic, more ancient. I think there are those on the surface who have dealt with him before. We do not know his name. We do not know his place. We just know of what is to become, what is to come.
And it's a god.
I would look to the elves of this land. Maybe they know more. She looks and looks around and says, where is your wizard? All I see is this elf, this necromancer here." As as Raven just gives her a very wide stare, a wide look. And she says,
He was Parch.
"It's a shame. Let it be known that he holds something that will aid you in your ability to find this location. Do not let him forget it."
The compass.
But you will only be able to use it once the transfer starts.
Again, to my question, and what is it that you need me to do?
I figured it was pretty.
One.
Figure it would be pretty easy to figure out, Lord Kelex.
I thought there was something specific. So
no, restore the arcane weave. That is all we ask, and for that, you shall have your heart's desire.
All of us, or just him?
Just Kelex.
I'm taking Ed. Sorry. I kind of looked at my friends a bit. Get a sense of how they're feeling about this. Grenna, how are you looking? Nonplussed?
At this point, what have we got to lose other than your soul?
Kiffi?
Well, I mean, we're fighting evil. If we're helping evil along the way of fighting evil, it's kind of a wash as far as I'm concerned.
Kelex would wholeheartedly agree. So
We can always kill her later.
Wouldn't be fun if I just, if she was defenseless. No, I'm sorry. That was out of character.
Okay.
Or Tomas?
I'm sitting here trying to figure out all the options that would really piss off Yarn before I make my decision.
I'm so glad we matured in our 2-year quest.
Is that the rubric you're using?
As leveling up makes you mature.
Yeah.
That bar is so low.
I'm with you. Even though I don't get my heart's greatest desire.
You're a married man.
Wife, a kid.
Timble?
I say gut the bitch and let's carry on.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, we could be having this as a thought bubble thing without them hearing it because we have that psychic ability.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, sure. So he kind of looks back toward the drow. Yarn, I don't know if you're just permanently happy or you're frozen. Okay, sorry.
I'm always permanently happy. I'm permanently
You're
happy.
like, I was like, that's getting creepy.
Oh,
Did you want to say something before you?
Oh yeah.
But you're not even in the room. You don't get any say. Shh.
Yeah, I mean, all you're
Hush,
doing.
woman.
Is he in range for our mental communication?
Unfortunately, no.
However, when Kelex walked into the back room, you never came back to me.
Well, I figured you were drinking and talking
Oh,
with
no.
Madam Plum.
Well, I cast Scry on a Kelex.
Okay.
Ooh.
So yeah, you were able to see all the things that were transpiring in the room. You saw that once the hood came off, it was indeed the drow sorceress Edra.
Okay.
Right.
Don't I have a chance to detect that we're being scried upon?
Yeah, he can do a wisdom save at -5, but
Yeah, with my roll,
He's
It's like,
scrying
what's
on the
the
whole
po-
room.
What's
why
the
do we
point?
even need a -5? You know. So I'm going to look back at the drow and just kind of
Kelex?
stare at her. Oh, go on.
Like I said, I think we should gut the bitch. But we need more information. I don't know how we can come to an end to where we can trust her information. I mean, it's just because we're sitting here and she says so in the light of what's going on. I mean, they certainly could be a part of it.
I agree, and as she had
So-
said, there are other prophecies, our own prophecies, and maybe it's something we need to look into.
Certainly, we have to corroborate that, find some way of identifying, is she speaking truth? We have
Specifically who this is might be, right?
no reason to trust her.
No, I totally don't trust her.
None. And that's
Okay.
a problem when she wants to enter into a arrangement with us.
And I'm just going to point out twice in one day we've now heard of troops that were fighting against us before now want to fight for us. We've got the drow wanting to come up and just get naturalized. Next thing you know, it's going to be nips in the wire and we're all fucked. So
So
And is when they said God and turned down the whole ooze thing, I'm what other God could it be?
it could be law. That's my guess.
Best
Or
not
tangled
be
web.
y'all have
little halfling from another world is a god. That
True.
shit had better transpire.
y'all have forgotten one thing. The tears of Vecna.
Oh, I haven't forgotten them.
Vecna's a
That's
god.
that's what we're facing. Is that?
No, it can't be that because I know for a fact the kids on Stranger Things are going to take care of Vecna.
Okay, it can't be that because you didn't come up with the idea.
No, the kids on Stranger Things are going to take out Vecna.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so I slowly look up to the drow.
Vecna.
Vecna.
Say it. See what she does.
I will agree to your terms on once we have restored the weave. I want Melda back. Not just for me. I'm now even more angry to think that she's suffering as much as I have suffered while in that domain. And I just assumed she had seen peace. On your help stay in your holes. We do not want it. Using evil for good is not just.
Then so be it. If that is your wish, then we will abide by what you desire. So, of course, upon the restoration of the weave, I will make good on my promise. I know that my promise means very little to you, but the power that has been stripped from me because of this disturbance within the arcane weave, it is the best that I can offer a hero that could possibly vanquish this foe.
And if you are lying, excuse me, if you are lying, and I will find you, and there will be retribution that you will have never faced before.
I would expect nothing less.
Are we done here?
I believe we are. She stands.
Who are they?
As do her sisters.
Who are your sisters?
They're the
I'm
Shadow Blades.
Yeah, they are my bodyguards.
Your bodyguards? Have they names?
Shut the hell up.
Okay, teleport, incendiary cloud.
What are their names? God forbid if you ever run a damn game, I am going to just be an ass. Oh, what's the name?
When it comes to
Oh, hey, what's the name of that fucking rock over there?
I'm as soon as we're done here, I'm sketching and I'm gathering their faces. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Kelex is leaving, going up, and he's going to have a stiff drink.
Okay. So, Kelex, as you're walking out, of course, the drow are waiting for you all to exit the room before they make their exit. And Raven walks up next to you and looks as Vitram opens up the stone wall, and she says, "That was intense. I didn't expect you to have to face off. You were very, very brave and also extremely even-handed with her. I don't know how you're able to hold yourself together knowing what you know now." And she just lightly touches you on the shoulder and says, "Whatever I can do to help you, to free Melda, because she was my friend, I will do whatever I can to help you."
Thank you, Lady Raven. And he just takes a shot of something. Whatever was in front of him.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you guys are now upstairs in Madame Plum's.
Did the drow follow us out?
No, they did not. You're kind of thinking that maybe they have a subterranean passage that they may have left through. They did not.
As I'm walking,
I can't see good from having those.
Oh, you can't. You can't.
So would I have had an opportunity while we're standing there waiting and everybody's getting ready to leave, like to look at, because she said they're her bodyguards. I said, can I do like a sleight of hand and try and get a hair? I'm going to get a piece of one of them.
A piece of one of them?
Like, you have a stray of hair. Hey, you got a web on you, and kind of pick it off like that. Ooh, do you guys really like spiders?
Okay, so are you asking them questions, or are you just trying to reach over and grab some
I'm
loose
doing
hair?
Yeah.
Okay, they don't talk to you, but you are able to get off of one. It looks like there is like a silver like a platinum silver hair that is on her tunic. Okay. And
I'm gonna
Surprise.
spiders.
So how about this is probably a really, really good time to go ahead and take our 5-minute break because we're kind of running over time. So let's take our 5. Folks who are watching at home, hang tight. We're going to come right back. And then we're going to get right into the post meeting with Adra and her unnamed friends. So hang tight. We will be right back.
Murder hobo.
Murder hobo.
If I'd have been in that
Okay.
meeting, I certainly would have been.
Okay, welcome back, everybody, to, I believe it's episode 79? Yeah, I think it's 79. Okay, yeah, so we pick back up with all of our heroes setting in the dining room area of Madame Plum's after they just got finished with a very intense meeting with their nemesis, Adra. So, what are you guys talking about?
Really quick, I cut the hair into at least a portion of it and hand it to Yarn and say, Yarn, let's get on them right now. We know they're together. Where are they going and what are they doing? Do you have another surprise?
I'm sketching out quickly the Adra and the 7 dwarves that she's got.
Do we want to do that? Do we want
I
to do
think
it
we get
now?
one right now to see what they're talking about right after they leave us. 2, let's make them think we're watching.
If we're going to ambush, this would be the time.
Yeah.
All right, I try it again.
Okay.
And now he gets bonuses. So he's got firsthand knowledge, likeness picture, they get a -2, and a body part is a -10.
And I also need you to make a percentile dice roll, please.
Yep.
All
Waiting
right,
for that one.
let me do the percentile first.
Yep.
46.
That is enough to be able to make a good connection.
Good.
Okay. So what you can see is that in some deep subterranean passage, you see this group of drow are moving underground.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is what you're able to see.
Okay. And here.
Don't we to make that look kind of like a compass to guide us to them?
If we need to. Okay.
And you get
So
10 minutes. So if there's any conversation in that 10 minutes or.
let's go back to the tower, guys.
Do we speak drow?
No.
Kiffi speaks everything.
Yeah, Kiffi
Can he
can
speak
actually,
everything?
yeah. Kiffi
But
understands.
it's a single person spell.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the tower, guys.
I need to speak with Vitram first.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so you head back in to Vitram's inner sanctum, and you see that he is talking with some others about a heist that they are planning. He sees you come back in, and he immediately walks up and says, "So, I know that was kind of intense. I'm glad to see that you."
Yeah, don't ever do that again. Don't.
Well,
I don't care what you need to do to sell yourself to them to make things safe. Don't do that to me.
that was not the case. You misunderstand. That was not my intention. We did not sell ourselves to the drow. The drow came looking for you. The drow didn't come looking for me. I was just a conduit for them. So I think you
next time, tell me who I'm meeting. No, I'll leave. You can have your little venture. We've had good dealings, but that was not appropriate. I thought we were friends. I thought we would deal straight with each other. I wouldn't bring you into a place where really the antithesis of what we've done, all the work we have committed ourselves to, the blood that we have sown into Bissell. That one had a part in it. That's the one that's a foil to us. I don't trust her. and I don't trust what she might do to you, to anyone. But don't bring us into something like that blindly. Why would you do that?
Because there was no other way for them to get in contact with you on the surface.
They can't get in contact.
They had something to offer you. They had something to offer you. I am a person who brokers in information and material items. Yes, they did pay me. They did. And you know what? I'll be happy to give you that money if you would like.
Oh, I don't want it.
But at this point in time, I believe you have overstayed your welcome, sir. You have insulted me. It would probably be wise. He just snaps his fingers like this, and all you see is everybody in that room. There's 30 people in that room. All they do is go grabbing for blades.
It's fine.
It's time.
I'm more than willing to leave.
Well, get to it. As he turns, he literally turns his back on you.
Yeah.
Wow. That was intense.
That was intense.
You think the meeting with the drow was intense?
Meanwhile, Tomas is like,
Don't go and get Uncle for a hug. Don't get your dad, Uncle. Bye.
I'm loving this evening. It's just awesome. This is like so much cool stuff.
Okay, so I'm assuming once Timble gets back up to the room, we're heading out to the tower.
Yep.
All right.
The reason I wanted to go to the towers because it's the only place I can say that it's safe. Especially once I cast guards and wards.
You're assuming that that'll work.
If it works.
With our luck, you would roll really high and it would be supercharged and it would kill everything, including us.
Or we can't get out.
I can open a window and we can fly. Come on, guys.
So as we're walking back, I kind of walk up next to Yarn and ask him, do you still have the ring?
Yep.
Are you able to access it? I know you had it in some kind of little...
Yep.
Well, let's wait until we get back to the tower.
Yep. This is one of those things where it can't be taken away from us.
Okay, so you all make it back to the tower? So now you're all assembled inside
the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So. Three. Casting a spell with a 3. I'm going to use a luck.
Okay.
And re-roll that.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's Kelex maybe stand about 10 or 20 feet away from you when you roll it again.
You need 62.
Okay. A 62 is pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. Guards and wards.
Okay.
All right. Let me mark the luck off because I think I'm going to be using a lot of that. Okay. So, I was listening to all of that, and I'm very glad I was not in that room, or I would have incinerated everybody.
You mean everybody by everybody?
Not everybody except us.
Well, I'm glad you had the thought to, listen onto our conversation. Hopefully I did not, hopefully what I had decided you agreed on.
Whatever. I don't trust
that vote of confidence. Believe me, I
trust you, Kelex. I don't trust Audra. I don't trust any of her things. And she and that stupid blue dragon are gonna die before I do.
What do you think of the what she had mentioned about the prophecies? That even our own scholars should know something.
Honestly, my whole idea is it's Vecna. He's making his bid for godhood. This is part of it. He's using both wizard and natural forces. I mean, or unnatural forces in this case. All the sorcerers, the ones that get their power by their bloodline or who they are from it's an intrinsic thing. He's pulling it from them. Evidently, he can't do it from the wizards too much because he can, but it's not as effective or efficient. So we're good for that. All I can say is we can try and find him. That's all we can do.
You did mention that you have a device, which I'm assuming was the compass that you've used before. But she said that you can only use it when this god is doing the transference.
She may be wrong. We have one of the tiers of Vecna.
We have two.
We have two of the tiers of Vecna.
Yes.
We could use those as a means to, because one of the constraints of thaumaturgy is once together, always together, and it's also a personal part of that particular entity. So we could use, assuming that we can get the magic to work, we can use it to find him. Maybe even
that's
before
back back in your office, right?
Huh? No.
And those items, I thought they were okay. I assumed they were still in your office in that.
No, the items are in a chest. The chest is in an interdimensional space. One of them. The other one is with the church.
Yep.
That's right. Okay.
So. What is it? I remember this shit and y'all don't.
You probably only had one.
Because you came up with it all.
Yeah, at that point, we didn't care.
Russ will remember.
Yeah. All right. So, what are we doing? I can pull it, and we can try it. Do y'all want to do that?
We have to go to the church.
No.
No? Okay. All right.
I pull the chest. I open it and make sure everything's still there.
It is.
Okay. I give Melda's ring to Kelex. I say, you hold on to that.
Actually, hold it before we touch it. Do we know if it's still cursed or not? That's the question.
At this point, doesn't matter. You're going to roll ones regardless.
Probably. I don't know. Maybe I'll take one of Yarn's lucks. No, I'm sorry.
I believe if you remember, the curse was the curse that actually put Asenath to sleep. So the ring is no longer actually cursed.
Okay. All right. I take the ring.
Cool.
Very good. So you got the ring now. I don't have to worry about that no more. So I take the compass and you focus it on the tier of Vecna that's still in the box. I hadn't touched the damn thing.
That's really good.
And try to get it to figure out where it came from.
Okay. So once you put the compass, actually, you're putting it on top of the tier?
No, I am putting it next to.
Okay. So you put it next to it. Immediately, the needle starts to spin, and it spins, and it just spins to a point where it is just a blur, and then it starts to get red hot.
I pull it away.
Okay. It immediately stops. You could feel the warmth of it inside of it. But you also kind of think that you probably don't want to do that again.
No. Probably not. Well, that didn't work.
I think Timble was onto something. I think we need to kind of get some more information, and maybe the conclave or maybe the church might have a something.
Raven pops up and she says, I know that maybe your emotions may have clouded what you were hearing, but I did take note that the drow sorceress did mention that maybe older elves here on the surface might actually be able to point you into to a direction, or maybe have more information.
Cool. Fortunately, we know some older elves.
You do know a few older elves. Like,
where's Mos Eisley?
Well, he would probably be either in the Crystal Citadel or he would be in Celene. You did not see him at the Crystal Citadel, so most likely he is in Celene. So yeah, I mean, there's actually 2 elderly elves that you actually know quite well.
Yep, and Shira. Yep. All right, I guess we're going to Evastat. Let's do a long rest here and leave to go to Evastat in the morning.
Can you cast your cast using the portal by doing a the 10-minute ceremony? Would that increase your?
No.
Okay. You can't do the ritual. Okay.
I don't believe it. I don't believe I can do that as a ritual.
I thought every spell could be.
No, not every spell.
All of them.
Nope. Transportation circle is not ritual.
Nope.
All right.
Okay.
You're the slave to your. You. Fortunately, you have luck.
No, I think there is a feat where you can become like a ritual caster. You can use it, do any spell, but yeah. Okay. All right.
I
take a rest.
Okay, so you take a long rest, even if you didn't need it or not. So you can do that. There's plenty of room in the tower. While it is not as opulently outfitted as Raven's Tower in the Vesvi Forest, it is at least comfortable, and you guys are able to find a place to find comfort there inside Yarn's Tower, and are able to get a good rest. The next day you wake, look out upon the city and see once again it is cast in the shadow of the moon, which is in a permanent orbit at this time, blocking the sun's rays. It sounds as though it's calm outside, but you do know that somewhere that the undead are definitely making their way to bring ruin upon the living. So, what are you doing?
Heading back to Evastat.
Okay. We opening a portal?
Yep.
Okay. D100.
52.
52 is perfect. Just enough power to be able to make it without sending you to a completely different planet. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
That would suck. I mean, there is no flickering of the portal. It's a steady light. And the rest of you, I guess, are moving on through. Raven walking through right before Yarn, as Yarn brings up the rear. And now you all are standing in the teleport circle of Morzivy's tower. And as you do appear, you see that he is actually working in the tower. And he turns and says, Oh, my friends, welcome back. It's been some time. I see that you are well. I heard good things about the Elven lands. You were able to put the princess on the throne. Unfortunately, I'm sure you've already been told that there's been a calamitous event here. I know that we have... unfortunately, we had one of those dreadful obelisks appear in the town, not too far away from the fair ground area where you defeated that horrible demon.
Yes. Okay. Well, it's actually you that we came to see.
Oh, and how can I be of help?
Well, we were... Okay, I was about to say we were told to seek out aged elves.
Well, that would be me. I'm an aged elf.
Tell him who sent us here.
Adra sent us.
He looks puzzled and a bit taken aback. He's like,
Yes.
You mean
Yes.
that foul creature who slayed the valiant Kelex?
Yes.
How is this to
Yes.
be?
Well, she's a sorceress. She no longer has any power.
That is true. Did you put that foul wench to the sword?
Unfortunately, no.
How?
Him
She
thinks
has-
it was.
She has a use, and once she is finished with that use, either Kelex or myself will ensure that she meets her god.
You need to
Okay.
add a third number.
Yeah. But I figure
Will
you'll
be
be
plenty
getting
of help.
that stab in right before I hit her with a spell.
So,
Yeah, I mean, to be frank, I don't like the drow. I come from actually
Melinda.
Sterich is
Mhm.
the house. Queershard taken by the drow. The face of the drow to me is Adra. There is no greater mortal enemy to me than her.
I see. So, what is it that you need from me that I can help you?
Well, I explained to him about what Adra told us about the prophecies and this, that, and the other. Explained to him that the Vecna theory, and see what he thinks.
He says, so, you believe it's Vecna. Return to Earth to destroy us or destroy the planet, I suppose. Have you had any visions like you did in the past, like when you were in the keep?
No. I've not had any visions. Has anyone had any visions?
Neg.
Only vision I had was with Heironious, or it was a commune, but I can't remember. All I remember is saying that that what was lost will be returned to me. I don't remember anything else.
I believe one of you had some sort of either it was a scry or a vision.
I thought it was
where-
Grenna had a vision recently.
Might have been Grenna.
Well, Grenna is not present at this point.
Grenna has left the building.
She's gone to the little Fey room.
Okay. So,
Exactly.
the little phase room. Okay, so I'll remind the rest of you that you were able to see inside of a chamber. And inside this chamber it looked like some sort of altar. And on top of this altar was a skull that was adorned with gems and things. And it was at that point in time that you saw your friend Toby pick up the skull. All the while,
put it on his head.
all the while behind him were these two black basalt pillars with silver veins running through them. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I remember that in session. My character doesn't remember it because he's never met Toby.
You've actually talked with Toby once.
Oh, at the cavern or something.
In the cavern, right before you fought the vampires.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how I remember shit, but I can't, there's some other things that I can't remember.
Yeah.
Important stuff.
Yep, names are beyond you.
That feeling.
What do you mean names are beyond me? I didn't name any of those drow. Drow number 1.
Well, you named Adra.
Skulky.
She's important. Skulky, bashy, stabby,
Sextus, pointed,
yeah,
tertius.
Drow. I think drow female names. I'll have to look at the fantasy name generator and see if they have I think they have a drow name generator, which would be really.
I'm sure
someone does. Yeah, I hope so. Okay. So yeah, he questions you about that. So obviously, I'm hoping that Grenna shared that information with everybody, but being that Grenna's not here, I had to be Grenna. So
yeah.
She did share it because I was forced to listen and paint up a picture. Of it.
That's right. You did.
And Ed made a picture too. But you're again, Ed is muted, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
Second. Yeah, actually, that's right. Let's see if I can find it. So remember, I did the diagrams of it.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, so he continues on and says, "So if you this kind of is a clue, I would think, that maybe it is not Vecta, but this place that you describe, I know this place. I have been there. It is when in my youth I was there, and I was there with Shira, as well as some others. As a matter of fact, she wrote a booklet about it. I think one of you actually have a copy of it."
Yeah, who actually has that? I remember the booklet.
You guys have had it forever. Nobody's read it. Nobody's read it.
It's like one of those little slender pouches in some of our backpacks where we forgot all about it because we forgot that we even had the little cylinder pouch.
It said, so the name of the little booklet is Into the Tomb with Friends, and it's by Shira Belmeadow. So she actually wrote an account of this place.
Everybody, look in your bags.
It was in the box.
It was in the box. It was under the tier of Vecta this entire time.
Yeah.
If he's been using it for a coaster.
All those beer circles from the glasses.
Okay.
So I guess we're going to speed read that sucker.
then we go through the reading montage.
We need some air metal for this.
We'll just use some music from like Karate Kid or something. You're the best.
Actually, I was thinking using Losing My Religion.
And go with Hearts on Fire. Hearts on Fire.
That's awesome. Okay. So you all so are you going to remain here? Are you going out? Are you just going to sit down and start speed reading this book, or is like you're just going to read it aloud and then pass it to the next person for the next chapter? It's like it's an episode of Romper Room or something like that.
Yeah,
that would be how Glenn and his friends read my copy of The Stand. He ripped out chapters and then they'd hand it to somebody else. And in the end, they burnt my book on the grill.
It shouldn't have stopped.
You know, actually, you know the end of that book. That was a perfect ending for it.
Yeah, you were so confused about how good it was that 3 of us read it, didn't talk about it. When we were done, the common consensus was barbecue. Burn
Okay. Right. So
I'm assuming we're just reading it where we're at.
Okay. So as you're going through this book, it tells the story of 5 adventurers. There is Aldor Moore's Ivy. There is Cherubel Meadow. There is a hold on, I'm trying to remember this guy's name because he was actually
Emperor of Ket.
Yeah, the Emperor of Ket. It was Yusuf was there.
Yusuf.
Yeah, Yusuf was there. There was another elf named Geralt, and he was as you're reading, he ends up dying there. And then there was a human cleric, and her name was Zira, and Zira also perished in this place. So what they describe is these labyrinths of hallways with portals, that some of the portals go to nowhere, some go to traps. The place was heavily trapped, and in the end they faced off against a lich. But this was just not any
Tomb of Horrors.
Yes, it's literally the Tomb of Horrors. So, but the location has been lost to time. And unfortunately, they are not really too sure of its exact location, because the way that cursed location was, it could appear on... It seemed to be able to move and also appear in different realms. So you do know that is possibly what is going on. It wasn't Vecna. It wasn't Ayuz. It was Asarak returning as a god to Oerth. And guess who is helping him?
Toby.
Because if you remember the scepter belonged to Asarak.
Yep.
And here's the thing that you pick out of the book, was they were never able to find his phylactery. The phylactery is the staff, is the scepter.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense, unfortunately.
There we go.
Also, Ivy, how did you and your friends find this tomb?
We were told of its location by... Actually, it was through a orb of prophecy, much like the one that you had used to see into your future. We had received an orb of prophecy, which had led us to the location. But I have a feeling that these obelisks will eventually show us the way. Once the power starts to be distributed or sent to wherever it is going, I think if you follow the light, because I believe that there will be some sort of illumination from these obelisks once this starts to finish out. And I also have a feeling that once that outpouring begins, it is going to get a lot worse for magic users.
Oh boy.
As a learned man, do you have any kind of feeling of a time frame when this could happen?
I mean, we're 2 days in, 3 days in actually now. And I know that there are other mages and magical locations that are getting weak. And as they get weaker, and those obelisks collect more arcane power.
Is the Citadel
is we lost him. It's the arcane weave. It's
Yeah.
So I'll wait for him to pop back on. Hopefully he will. But while we're here without him, there he is. Good.
as the I'll ask, are you guys putting everything to paper, building scrolls as fast as you can? 'Cause it would seem to me that would be a means of at least holding some power as it diminishes.
It seems as though scrolls that have already been created before the obelisks
Good Lord.
Have arrived are... Oh, we lost him again. The scrolls that were present before the obelisks appeared are in good condition and good order. But anything that we try to create now, any magical items, any magical scrolls, seem to have their powers pretty much dissipated from them immediately upon us putting magical pen to paper. So we are right now working on what we have. Thank goodness potions are still good as long as they remain stoppered. That's one wonderful thing. But other than that,
Right. Where does the pamphlet, did it detail the actual location when they had adventure there?
what they were using was the Orb of Prophecy to guide them. And so at that point in time, you got to think this is close to almost 1,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of things have changed. So that is something that they're not really too sure about.
Okay.
I mean, even elves, even though they are very long-lived, sometimes things also get lost in the seas of time.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Well, I guess
Edward?
what do we do in the meantime? I mean, obviously, we have to wait for some event to happen before we can even figure out exactly where we need to go. These obelisks are supposed to. Also, Ivy, have they started catalog? Have they identified where a lot of these obelisks have appeared? And has there been any kind of pattern on who's been losing power first or the latest?
No, it doesn't really seem that there is any specific rhyme or reason. They just follow these ley lines which stretch across the world. We're not really too sure. Of course, we don't really know a lot of anything outside of the Flanness. Because other than, of course, the the Elven lands, which do not seem to have been affected by this at all. It seems localized. It seems localized to the Flanness itself.
Okay.
Does that mean? Because I can't talk.
It goes. Poor Timble.
It's been buggy all night.
So, as you all are sitting here contemplating this, there's a rap on the door below. And Morzaibi walks over to the staircase and he shouts down, "Whoever it is, let him up." And as the door opens, you see, you don't really see anyone at first until they actually get up to the landing. And in front of you stands a familiar face, even though it is kind of alien looking, is Pelatrina, the Dryad sister of Grenna. And she says, "Well, it seems that you all are in quite a bind." She just looks over at you, Grenna, and sort of bows her head and says, "Sister, it's good to see you again." So, how can the Fae help?
I missed a lot.
Yep.
Okay, so to catch you up, Grenna, they were able to. They once again went through the packs and everything and found the book "Into the Tomb with Friends," written by Shira Bellmeadow. This is the account of them going to fight against the demon lich Asarak, which kind of gave them an idea of what they're facing off against and how it all ties back into Toby.
Okay.
So, but yeah, as you guys know, the Tree of Life is here in Celene, so finding a Fae creature here there's a much better chance of finding a Fae person or a Fae being here now. So, but yeah, Pelatrina is standing there, and asking, how is it that the Fae can help?
Do y'all know where they are?
Is the Fae world being affected by what's going on here?
No, unfortunately for us, we are not. Unfortunately for you all, I know that you all are kind of in, like I said, a bind. But the queen has sent her regards, of course, and she is willing to try to help as best she can from the other side. Says maybe you need to think about it, but
I think we need to think about it.
Of course, understandable. And she looks over at Morzaibi and said, "Master Morzaibi, thank you again for the hospitality that you have shown me these last few days." And he, said, "So well, it's always good to have some friends from different places. It gave me a little bit of a glimpse into your world, being that I've never been there, but I did get a chance to talk to Bartholomew last week once all this started to happen, and he was quite thrilled to see that there is a more permanent opening to the Fey Wild." And I said, but of course he did warn me that we should not bring any wild creatures through, especially mushroom, the mushroom variety. As he kind of looks over at you, Tomas.
And everybody else looks at him.
Everybody does too. So, Pelatrina says, Well, yes, that does seem to have been an issue. We did hear about that. So, sorry. So I'll return to the Feywild to talk to the Queen. If there's anything that you need, and she looks back over at you, Grenna, and said, "Sister, just if you can get to the tree, just you can summon me from there. I'll see you." And she kind of winks and gives you a little salute, and then she heads back out. And so Morzavi says, "Yeah, she was quite, gave us a little bit of a scare there the day that she arrived. We were not expecting the tree to split open like that. Shira was definitely in a panic for some time. We were not prepared for that. That was not something that we saw coming. Don't remember seeing that in the Orb of Prophecy."
And Morzavi, I do apologize for all my questions. How, in the end, did you defeat this being?
Oh, well, it was. It took us some time. We were, of course, very powerful back then. Younger, able to bob and weave, so to speak. I would say this is probably the best way. We came out by the skin of our teeth, as it says in the book. We lost two. If it had not been for Yusuf, we probably would have been all three of us, or all five of us would have died. If it hadn't been for Yusuf finding that magic lamp, the lamp with the genie inside, we probably would have all died. So, unfortunately, as time went on afterwards, we realized we did not find the phylactery, and without the phylactery, this creature could come back. But we did not realize that it would come back within our own lifetimes. Of course, only Shira and I are left out of the group. It's very sad. But we fought it. We fought it with magic, and we fought it with steel. And like I said, the magics that were provided by the genie were able to get us through. And once we were out of there, we never looked back.
Thank you for the story and the information. It's very much appreciated.
Yes.
You by chance have a wish spell on you, do you?
Believe it or not, I was actually contemplating that right then. Wonder, can I get a scroll with a wish spell on it?
You wish.
Might be very hard to find. I'm going to say they're probably pretty rare. So, so you've gathered some information. Any other questions you have for Morzavi? He is a wellspring of knowledge.
Indeed.
Okay.
Is he able to get some wizards through the tree to the elf lands and have them start preparing items?
Yeah, he had already dispatched some apprentices and a couple of junior wizards that he had been working closely with to the Elven lands so that they could actually start making scrolls that could be brought back through the tree, because that's really about the only way that you would be able to create magical items or scrolls at this time, is they would have to be made in either the Feywild or the Elven lands.
So, how much weight do you have at the Crystal Citadel?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Or not that much. I mean, I'm the wizard for Pellic, but that's one of
many. Have move forward.
I agree. I asked Mos Eisley if he could get us back to Greyhawk.
I'm sure I can try. Do you want to go now?
Yeah, I know what you
mean. Okay. So,
does Raven have any questions?
She didn't seem to.
Okay.
All right.
Does she have anything to add?
All right. Okay. So Mors Ivy was able to roll a 58, which is a perfect right where you need to be to open up a portal. And it sends you back to Greyhawk.
Greyhawk. Okay. Yay! Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. We're just traveling all over the place.
Yeah, aren't you? And I think this is probably not a bad place for us to wrap up for the evening. So, this was good. I think you guys, hopefully you all had a good time.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I know it was a little different than our normal, sort of. There was a lot more role play. A lot more. It got heated, and I thought it was awesome. For those people watching at home, you got to remember this is not scripted. Even though tonight it sounded like we actually had scripts, but like when Timble was going on with Vitram, that was totally just me and him just going at it, which was awesome. So yeah, Albie, that was awesome. Thank you so much. That added such a level of role play that we don't usually get. And I was in on it. I was totally here for it. So that was so totally cool. The same with Cal.
It was important what he would do.
Yeah.
I mean, Timble would feel so slighted by someone that he knew from the war, that he considered an ally, but more so a friend.
Yeah. But there'll be probably more to that. Who knows? But thank you. Like with Kelex's interaction with Adra, it was supposed to be like that. It was supposed to bring those type of feelings to the surface. And Pav, you just like brought it, and I was like, I'm so for this. This just makes me so happy.
Yeah, I was a little taken back when you mentioned that, and I for some, why am I getting hot? Why am I getting pissed off all of a sudden? I was like, and then I just realized, yeah, this Kelex, well, yeah. I thank you for doing. I mean, awesome. You brought it out.
So trust me, I had been practicing what I was going to say. Kind of, like in the car on the way, I'm like, how am I going to approach this with Kelex and the team? With Adra. And I was thinking, okay, I could use the voice mod, but then I went, nah, I better not use voice mod because I just don't know if it's going to sound right. And I just couldn't find a really good voice for it. And I was thinking, okay, well, I'm just going to go for it. And then, as I was, going through it, because I had pretty much everything kind of thought out how I was going to go. But then you guys started asking questions and really getting into it. And I was like, oh, this is even better than I thought it was going to be.
You can always rely on us to go left.
Yep. Left is sinister and sinister is best.
Yeah. So
no Dexter around here.
So we have a comment from Steven. Said, I'm just trying not to ask questions that I'm sure will be answered as I keep watching. Like, where is Bubbles? Yeah, that'll come. How are things with Marydale? That actually, I think there's another one. There's more to that. Let's see, Tomas still married. Yeah, and that also gets covered later. You'll see her pop back up again. So yeah, that's kind of a thing. Yeah, Joseph, thank you very much. So good night, anger management. Matter of fact, I got to talk with Joseph like really soon because I'm going to need him to jump in because we're doing some stuff with him. So,
does he get to play Asarak?
No. He is actually. He is not. He's not going to play Evil Toby. Actually, I had somebody lined up for it, but then I don't really know. I'm thinking they might still want to do it, but I got to ask him. I mean, it's been many moons, probably about a year that I asked him about it, so I think he probably forgot about it. I mean, it is. Let's see. Stephen came up with another. Who would have thought a group of veterans would do anything other than follow the path laid before them? Yeah. No.
Okay, Stephen. 2 of us are MI. One of us is battlefield deception. The other is signal, and the other one's. What were you, Mike? Were you a nuke?
Maybe.
I'm a nuke. We don't do anything right.
Yeah. and it's all being ran by a combat medic. So that's it's like, God, like, why?
I just work in the public school system. I live in a war zone.
It's a constant. Okay. So for folks watching at home, thank you all very much. Remember, we hopefully, I don't know, are we playing next week? Do you guys want to play next week? Can you play?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be cool. So if we could, next Thursday, we'll try to do this again. Make sure to catch us on our podcast. You can find us on Spotify and iTunes. Just look up The Mystic Syndicate. You can also check out any of our videos on YouTube. So just type in The Mystic Syndicate and you should be able to find us pretty easily. If you end up running into the band from North Carolina, then it's not us. Try again. So yeah. Of course, thank you guys who are in the chat this evening. Anytime you guys have a question, I keep my chat up over here so I can try to answer questions or make comments. And I think that kind of sets us apart from other streams when it comes to gaming, because we love to see what you guys are writing about, where I know a lot of them just kind of turn the chat off and don't bother. I really kind of like you guys jumping in and like coming up with ideas or even giving ideas to the team. It's totally cool. Love it. So, and we're going to continue. Do you guys have anything you all want to add before we close up shop? No?
Well,
Thank you, Brian. Thanks again.
I'm going to get that bitch.
We're
I still
gonna
want that blue dragon. I still want that blue dragon.
But no, thank you, Brian. Appreciate the DMing, man.
And Brian,
awesome job.
You've been elevated to sainthood because you didn't kill us tonight. There's a picture of you on X.
Okay. I'll have to go look for it. Am I going to be upset? Probably not.
It looks like an 80s porn star.
Oh, is it my army picture from like when I was a specialist? I think I have my little specialist thingies on.
It's definitely got a porn stash.
Yeah, I was rocking that porn stash. Oh Lord. Oh,
what could possibly go wrong, right?
I have a list.
Okay.
Well, here you go, Brian. I had to rip it off somebody else. Here you go. I'll message directly to you, so you can get a reaction on screen.
Okay. All righty. So, catch us on Thursday. Everybody have a good night, and we will see you then.
Good night, all.
Night.
Dee 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 dee.